We perform our performance inside of a truck. We did it because we talk about the delivery system. I think we see everywhere the small trucks driving around in the city, and we don't really know what's going on behind inside of those trucks and inside or behind the idea that you order something online and the next day it needs to be there. And so we wanted to show the crazy world behind it. That's why we decided to do it inside of a truck. To make it as a more general idea of the way we work, we made it more abstract. And so together inside of the working space, I juggle with bouncing balls and they fly all around the space. And he drums together with me, and together we make music, and there are rhythms, and we are sort of, it's like, it also goes in human life, I think. You don't really know why you have to work faster and faster, but there's something that pushes you further and further. It's the same with us. We don't really know who is pushing who, but it keeps on going and going. And
And we try to, like you see a lot of trucks in the street, you never know what's inside, but it's nice to have this fantasy of this thing is going on inside. That is something totally different, and that's what we want to express.
we don't really have the time to talk with each other, to become friends. We are just there to make sure that everything is going as it's planned to be.
We don't. We don't do anything extra or anything less. It's like we wait till the exact second to start and the exact second to stop, and we try to don't do more, but don't do less. Just follow the system. But in the end, the system explodes, of course, because it's we need to become robots, actually.
We did a lot of research in what we want to tell, and also the idea started from seeing a documentary about Amazon and the craziness, the crazy system that's behind it. And I think we really try to throw everything out that is not necessary to tell the story, and to really search for. It's very difficult to search for emotions in juggling, and so the director was really looking to what does this mean and what does this mean, and try to really tell the story as compact as possible.
And I think it's also because it's very recognizable. People start. It's easy for people to identify themselves with us. So that's maybe also why it gives a lot of emotions. An important thing is also the details, I think, like the details in the scenography, but also in everything, like our mustache, the costumes, everything. We try to have a lot of detail, and I think that helps to really get you into in our crazy world.
So the company name is Uit Hessdalen. It means a letter from Hessdalen, which is a city in Norwegian. And we are fascinated about it's a small village actually in Norwegian. And we are fascinated about it because there's a light phenomena over there, which is never explained why it occurs there. And we think it's interesting that things are happening or phenomena are happening which no one really can explain. And I think it's beautiful in this world that not everything has to be explained. And so a letter from Hessdalen, actually for us it means a little bit a letter or something that we don't really understand about society, but that is there, and we cannot really explain why it is there, but it's just there. So mostly our performances talk about those kind of things. And so for this we use the truck, because for us scenography is really important, and we think the fact that it plays inside of a truck adds a lot to the story and to the dramaturgy. And so we travel from one city to the other city. We both have our license, so we just spend a lot of time in the truck as well together.
The performance never stops.
It never really stops. Yeah. So sometimes if we drive to Portugal, it's a 3-day trip just to get there, and then to play there 3-4 days and drive back. And so we keep on traversing all over Europe. As long as we can reach it with the truck, we can go there.
It's important for you also to be free, to go where you want to go, to play in any places like here, on middle of centers, on small villages, to put your truck and get very, very different people who maybe goes not in theaters or in circus. Yeah. It's a real circus that you have here.
We think it's really important, and it's one of the goals to reach people that are maybe not able to go to theaters, or they just don't go normally to theater. So often we are in schools, on playgrounds of schools, or like here on a square in the city. Sometimes we go to neighborhoods that are really difficult to reach normally with art in every way. So we think it's really important, and it's also really nice because you get a lot of different people from different social and cultural backgrounds. So it's really interesting, and actually to see that all people react the same on they all know what we are talking about, and only if they are little children, they get other layers. That's also interesting. So for children it's more about the fascinating tricks, I would say, and but for adults they really recognize the other layers that are underneath the show. So it's we like that.
I think it's a little bit a modern version of a big top circus. Like in the early days, they went from villages to villages, from neighborhood to neighborhood. Now that's not really possible anymore, and I think with the truck it's again possible to go to those areas where otherwise no other cultural things or theater is able to be there. And we really like that.
Have a nice trip.
Thank you.
You're going to play in the festival Cirqu'Aarau for a few days.
Yes.
So maybe you can say hello to the people and invite them to come. And really, if you're in Aarau or in other places and you see the truck and there's 2 people, get inside and see the show with your children, with your grandfathers. Take everyone and go inside.
So everybody in Aarau, you're really welcome to our show. If you can't make it in Aarau, please come in Zurich or Liechtenstein, where we will also be next month. And afterwards we will take a little break. So you're very welcome. Hope to see you there.
Hope to see you, yes.